Good evening. You're watching News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. Before we begin the bulletin, Rajya Sabha TV appeals to all its viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Continue to take precautions such as wearing your face masks, washing your hands and face regularly, and also maintaining physical distancing each time you step outside. Remember, even though the vaccination drive has begun, these simple precautions will help us defeat the pandemic. And now let's get you the headlines of the day. Prime Minister Modi thanks COVID-19 beneficiaries and vaccinators for instilling confidence in vaccination campaign. Notes that world's largest inoculation drive is making India self-reliant. India's vaccines reach Brazil and Morocco. Saudi Arabia and South Africa also request the government for vaccine supplies. New education policy focused on skill development, new technology. In an address at Assam's Tejpur University, Prime Minister Modi reiterates centre's commitment on the development of Northeast. No problems with farm reform laws. Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar asserts that government's proposal to put them on hold is its best offer, gives farmer unions time till Saturday to consider the proposal. And the birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose to be celebrated as Parakram Divas. Prime Minister Modi to attend function in Kolkata tomorrow. Also distribute over 1 lakh pattas of land in Shivsagar, Assam. As India marches ahead in the COVID-19 vaccination drive, Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacted with health workers of Varanasi on Friday through a video link, allaying their fears over the vaccination. As per the plan, 20,000 healthcare workers will be given the vaccine in Varanasi in the first phase. More details in this report.
Amid the hesitancy seen in the country to take the jabs, Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted on Friday that both the COVID-19 vaccines are completely safe. He was interacting with beneficiaries and vaccinators of the COVID-19 vaccination drive in Varanasi. The Prime Minister said COVID warriors played a major role against the pandemic. He also thanked the beneficiaries and vaccinators of COVID-19 for instilling confidence in people regarding India's vaccination program. He also noted that the world's largest vaccination drive underway in the country is making India Atmanirbhar.
आज देश की तैयारी ऐसी है कि देश के कोने-कोने तक वैक्सीन तेजी से पहुंच रही है और आज दुनिया की इस सबसे बड़ी जरूरत को लेकर भारत पूरी तरह से आत्मनिर्भर है। इतना ही नहीं, भारत अनेकों देशों की मदद भी कर रहा है।
The Prime Minister highlighted that it is important for the healthcare workers to vaccinate themselves as it will help them function without any fear.
हमने सबसे पहले उन लोगों के लिए सोचा जिनको रोजमर्रा पेशेंट से ही काम पड़ता है। अगर वो सुरक्षित हो जाते हैं, वो सलामत हो जाते हैं, तो समाज के बाकी सबकी चिंता हो जाती है। कई चरणों में ये तय किया गया है कि वैक्सीन का कोई बड़ा साइड इफेक्ट नहीं है, तपास किया गया है। इसलिए देशवासी अपने वैज्ञानिक पर, डॉक्टर्स पर भरोसा कर रहे हैं और आप जैसे मेडिकल फैकल्टी के लोग जब कहते हैं तो लोगों को विश्वास होता है।
Attributing the success of the ongoing vaccination drive to the scientists and researchers, the Prime Minister made attempts to dispel the doubts and fears over them, saying there was no politics involved in their selection. The Prime Minister had launched the inoculation drive on the 16th of January. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Over 12,70,000 healthcare workers have been vaccinated for COVID-19 across the country so far. On Friday, more than 2,28,000 beneficiaries were vaccinated through 6,230 sessions. In all, 24,397 vaccine sessions have been held in the country so far. Meanwhile, India is sending coronavirus vaccines to neighboring countries under the grant assistance. Briefing the media on Friday, MEA spokesperson Anurag Srivastava said that India has sent vaccines to Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar and Seychelles so far.
Today, consignments of 15 lakh doses for Myanmar, 1 lakh doses to Mauritius, and 50,000 doses to Seychelles have been airlifted. And in fact, they have already reached Myanmar and Seychelles a little while ago. So as stated earlier, in fact, this was in the release on the 19th of January, that supplies as grant assistance to Sri Lanka and Afghanistan will be undertaken after receiving confirmation of regulatory clearances from these two countries.
India is also undertaking contractual supplies of coronavirus vaccines to several countries, including South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, and also Morocco. 2 million doses of Covishield vaccines were sent to Brazil and Morocco on Friday. A look now at the COVID-19 situation in the country. India reported 14,545 new infections in the past 24 hours. The country's active cases fell to 1,88,000. States reported 163 deaths in the same period, taking the national death toll to 1,53,032. With 18,000 recoveries reported in the last 24 hours, the total recoveries in the country have crossed 1,02,83,000. Over 8 lakh samples were tested on Thursday, and with this, India has tested over 19 crore samples so far. In some other news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the convocation of the Tejpur University in Assam through video conferencing on Friday. He said that the idea of Atmanirbhar Bharat has become a part of everyday life of the nation. He also asserted that immense opportunities have opened up for the students in the Northeast region with improved connectivity and strengthening of the education as well as healthcare sectors. Here's a report.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged the students to innovate and bring about change as new technology has opened up fresh possibilities in every sector. Addressing the convocation of Tejpur University, the Prime Minister said that the new education policy focuses on new technology, multidisciplinary approach and skill development. He also said that the university must take advantage of the opportunities arising out of government's initiatives for improving connectivity, education and healthcare.
नई नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के माध्यम से लगातार उसकी कोशिश की जा रही है। इस पॉलिसी में टेक्नोलॉजी के ज्यादा से ज्यादा उपयोग, मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी एजुकेशन और फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी को प्रोत्साहित किया जा रहा है। नई नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी डाटा और डाटा एनालिटिक्स के लिए हमारे एजुकेशन सिस्टम को तैयार करने पर बल देती है। डाटा एनालिटिक्स की मदद से एडमिशन से लेकर टीचिंग और इवैल्यूएशन तक पूरी प्रक्रिया बहुत बेहतर हो जाएगी। मुझे विश्वास है कि तेजपुर यूनिवर्सिटी नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के इन लक्ष्यों को सिद्ध करने में अहम भूमिका निभाएगी।
Prime Minister Modi urged the youth to work for the country with courage and determination. He stated that grassroots innovations of the students are adding impetus to vocal for local and are instrumental in solving local problems.
तेजपुर यूनिवर्सिटी की एक पहचान अपने इनोवेशन सेंटर के लिए भी है। आपके ग्रासरूट इनोवेशंस वोकल फॉर लोकल को भी नई गति देते हैं, नई ताकत देते हैं। ये इनोवेशंस स्थानीय समस्याओं को सुलझाने में काम आ रहे हैं, जिससे विकास के नए द्वार खुल रहे हैं। अब जैसे मुझे बताया गया कि आपके डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ केमिकल साइंस ने पीने के पानी को साफ करने के लिए एक कम कीमत वाली आसान टेक्नोलॉजी पर काम किया है। इसका लाभ असम के अनेक गांवों को हो रहा है।
Speaking about India's fight against the pandemic, the Prime Minister said that our COVID management showed where there is resolve and resilience, resources come naturally. He exuded pride that India is now running the world's largest vaccination program against coronavirus. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Ahead of the Parliament's budget session, Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu issued instructions to senior officials of the Secretariat to not be complacent and strictly adhere to the guidelines specified due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Several precautionary and remedial measures will be taken to contain the spread of the COVID-19 infection and also ensure the well-being of members during the session. More details in this report.
Risk mitigation and protection of the members' health have been the uppermost concerns for the chairman ahead of the 253rd session of Rajya Sabha. The members of parliament have been asked to get their tests done within 72 hours before the commencement of the session.
There would be a necessity of an RT-PCR test being done, not only for the honorable members of the parliament, but also all the officers, employees who will go and be part of the proceedings, and they would be sitting inside the chamber.
As part of ensuring the safety of members and officials, the chairman desires all the members to make full use of the e-notice facility and serve notices in electronic mode instead of physically giving them. It has also been decided to send various parliamentary papers, including the list of business, bulletins, bills and ordinances to members only through the electronic mechanism. Members can access their portal accounts.
Firstly, the budget and also the economic survey, that will be sent to the members electronically. So, the moment it is placed in the house, immediately it will be sent to all the members, so that members can have an access to it and they can read about it, they can read it, and when the discussion take place, they are able to participate in those discussions. The budget speech, for the convenience of members, of course, we are providing, we will have a copy here and it will be available, and the members who want a copy of the budget speech, that also will be sent electronically, but it will also be available here. So, if the members want, they can get a copy of the budget speech as well.
The budget session will be held in two different shifts. Rajya Sabha will sit in the mornings and Lok Sabha in the second half of the day. No fixed seat or division number will be allotted to individual members. The number of seats for each party at the three different places will be fixed as per their numerical strength for allocation amongst their members by the respective parties.
We have reserved few seats from the Prime Minister, for the Leader of the House, for the Leader of the Opposition, etc. And rest of the seats are being given to the parties as a block. So, we are not unlike our practice in the normal times, we are not assigning seats to each member. We are just providing them a block in the Rajya Sabha, we are providing them a block in the Lok Sabha, and we would be giving them the seats in the galleries.
The movement of members of parliament in chambers of both the houses will be made unidirectional to avoid face-to-face interactions. In between the shifts, the entire complex will be sanitized. There won't be any electronic voting system, and lawmakers have to cast their votes through the traditional paper ballots. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
The 11th round of talks between the central government and the farmers' unions remained inconclusive on Friday. Both sides also could not reach a decision on the date for the next round of talks. Addressing the media, Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar said there are no problems in the farm laws, but the government still offered to suspend them for 12 to 18 months as a sign of respect for the farmers. He also said that the farmer unions have been asked to revert till Saturday if they agree to the government's proposal for putting the laws on hold and forming a joint committee to reach a solution, after which the talks can continue. The minister also thanked the farmer unions for their cooperation and said the government is hopeful that the farmers will consider the government's proposal positively and work towards an amicable resolution.
भारत सरकार ने हमेशा यह बात कही कि रिपील के अतिरिक्त कोई विकल्प हो तो बताओ, लेकिन आज भी उन्होंने कहा कि हमारी यही मांग है। तो हमने कहा कि जो प्रस्ताव आपको दिया है 1 से 1.5 वर्ष तक कानून को स्थगित रख के समिति बनाकर आंदोलन में उठाए गए मुद्दों और पहलुओं पर विचार विमर्श करके रिकमेंडेशन करने के लिए वह प्रस्ताव हमारा बेहतर प्रस्ताव है। उस प्रस्ताव पर आप पुनर्विचार करें। वह प्रस्ताव किसानों के हित में भी है, देश के हित में भी है, और इसलिए हमने उन्हें कहा कि आज वार्ता को पूरा करते हैं। आप लोग अगर निर्णय पर पहुंच सकते हैं तो कल आप अपना मत बताइए। निर्णय घोषित करने के लिए आपकी सूचना पर हम कहीं भी इकट्ठा हो सकते हैं और उस निर्णय को घोषित करने की कार्यवाही को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं।
Agriculture Minister also said that some external forces were trying to ensure that the farmers' agitation continues and that they were obviously against the interest of the farmers.
जब आंदोलन का नाम किसान आंदोलन हो, विषय किसानों से संबंधित हो, किसानों के संबंधित विषय का निराकरण करने के लिए सरकार तैयार हो और निर्णय न हो सके, तो हम अंदाज लगा सकते हैं कि कोई ना कोई ताकत ऐसी है जो इस आंदोलन को बनाए रखना चाहती है और इस आंदोलन में किसान का भला न हो जाए, इसको बारीकी से वो देख रही है।
India can show the way to the world through its philosophy of universal oneness, said Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu on Friday while releasing a book of poems of Narayan Guru titled Not Many But One. Speaking at the event, the Vice President said that Narayan Guru promoted India's unique vision of harmony, peaceful coexistence and respect for diversity. Also paying tributes to Narayan Guru, the Vice President said he was one of the most influential saints of modern India.
He is one of the most influential saints of the modern India who have sought to reinforce and propagate India's unique vision of harmony, peaceful coexistence and respect for diversity. This ancient Indian vision is articulated through diverse art forms like music, dance, art and architecture. It forms the heart of the messages conveyed through poems and discourses by the saint philosopher like Sri Narayan Gurudev. It provides the basis for social reform movements that seek to remove the inequalities and dysfunctional distortions that threaten social cohesion and progress.
Venkaiah Naidu said no nation can move forward by forgetting its culture and heritage. He also noted that books like these can contribute to a deeper understanding of the roots of India's civilizational value.
These books like this help the present and future generations to appreciate the soul of India. That's why Tata Trust deserves compliments for supporting such a publication. This will help build a generation of citizens who are more aware of their inheritance. No country or no nation can move forward by forgetting their inheritance, their culture and heritage. That's why I always say culture, nature, together for better future.
Moving ahead in the bulletin, the Election Commission has zero tolerance towards money and muscle power or misuse of government machinery. Chief Election Commissioner Sunil Arora asserted on Friday. Concluding a 3-day tour to West Bengal to review poll preparations, the Chief Election Commissioner said that no civic police volunteers will be deployed for the upcoming assembly elections in the state. He added that the Election Commission's expenditure observer will take steps to prevent the misuse of money power. He added that the Election Commission will ensure that there is no irregularity and that every voter is allowed to cast vote in a free and fair manner in the assembly polls. Over 1 lakh polling stations will be set up for the 2021 assembly elections in Assam, and every booth will be made accessible to all persons with disabilities.
I hope, you see, West Bengal has been a thought leader of India and world for many years, for centuries in fact, and still is and will remain. So, just as West Bengal has been the thought leader in that, we expect political parties also, and we told them that, we are very happy that you're giving us your feedback, but all of you are saying that you want a free and fair election, but we also hope and expect that you will all cooperate fully with ensuring a free and fair elections.
In a major blow to the Trinamool Congress ahead of the upcoming West Bengal Assembly elections, Forest Minister Rajiv Mukherjee quit the Mamata Banerjee cabinet on Friday. His resignation has been accepted by West Bengal Governor Jagdeep Dhankar. Banerjee sent his resignation letter to Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, and in the letter he said that it had been a great honor and privilege to serve the people of West Bengal. However, he did not cite any particular reason for quitting. He also went to meet the governor to personally hand over his resignation letter to him. The MLA has joined the string of TMC leaders and legislators who have recently quit the Mamata Banerjee camp. Several TMC ministers, including Suvendu Adhikari and Silbhadra Datta, have resigned and joined the BJP as well recently. The Congress party will have an elected president by June 2021, with the party's working committee on Friday approving holding the internal election after the assembly polls. The committee, after a meeting, authorized party chief Sonia Gandhi to schedule the internal election after the conclusion of assembly polls in 5 states. Addressing the media, Congress leaders K.C. Venugopal and Randeep Surjewala said that the Congress president was requested unanimously to reschedule AICC plenary session to the end of June 2021, and the Congress chief's election would be concluded by June 2021. Well, preparations for Republic Day 2021 are in full swing. With new additions to the parade, this year's celebrations will be different due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Uttar Pradesh tableau will feature a replica of the Ram temple being constructed in Ayodhya. The Rafale fighter jets, purchased from France and inducted into the Indian Air Force last year, will also participate in the parade for the first time. The Indian Navy's tableau at the Republic Day parade this year will showcase models of INS Vikrant and naval operations that were conducted during the 1971 India-Pakistan War.
This time, government has taken a step to increase the number of tableau. There is 22 to 25 था पहले, अभी तो 32 बढ़ गया. मतलब around 10 tableau has been increased. This is a very, special things, big number.
The supreme sacrifice of 9th Sikh Guru, Tegh Bahadur, will be the theme of the official tableau of the state of Punjab. While Ladakh is set to make its debut in the Republic Day parade with a beautiful tableau depicting the iconic Thiksey monastery and also its cultural heritage.
सबसे पहले जब से केंद्र शासित हुआ हमारे लिए खुशी की फ़ख्र की बात है कि पहली बार इतनी बड़ी प्रेस्टीजियस मंच पर नेशनल रिपब्लिक डे पर लद्दाख को दिखाने का एक हमें अवसर मिला और बखूबी हम सेलेक्ट हुए और हमारे आर्टिस्ट चुन कर आए हैं और इस बार हमारा जो थीम है वो थिक्से मोनेस्ट्री पर है। हमारे संस्कृति, हमारे सभ्यता, हमारी परंपराओं को दिखाने का एक हमें मौका मिला और उम्मीद है कि हम प्राइज लेकर जाएंगे।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday paid tribute to iconic freedom fighter Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose on the eve of his birth anniversary. He said that he wished to build a strong, confident and self-reliant India through the thoughts and ideals of Netaji. In a series of Twitter messages, the Prime Minister recalled the association of Netaji with Gujarat's Haripura. Highlighting Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's special relations with Haripura, the Prime Minister said that it was at the Haripura session of 1938 that Bose was elected as the Congress president. Prime Minister Modi also remembered the launch of E-Gram Vishwagram project from Haripura on 23rd January 2009. Further, the Prime Minister said that he can never forget the affection of the people of Haripura who took him through an elaborate procession on the same road as Bose was taken in the year 1938. He also noted that the special program being held in Haripura on the occasion of Bose's birth anniversary will be a fitting tribute for his contribution to the nation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also address Parakram Divas celebrations in Kolkata to commemorate Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's 125th birth anniversary on Saturday. He will inaugurate a permanent exhibition and a projection mapping show on his life. Besides, he will also release a commemorative coin and postage stamp on the occasion. Ahead of the event, the Prime Minister will visit the National Library in Kolkata, where an international conference on revisiting the legacy of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in the 21st century and an artist camp are being organized. The centre had recently announced to observe Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's birth anniversary as Parakram Divas every year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also distribute over 1 lakh land pattas or allotment certificates in Shivsagar in Assam on the occasion. So that's it from us in this bulletin. But before we leave, we once again urge all our viewers to continue to take precautions in order to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Wear face masks, wash your hands and face regularly, and also maintain physical distancing whenever you step outside. Remember, these simple precautions by us are all that it takes to defeat the ongoing pandemic. Take care of yourselves and your families. Good night. Thank you for your time.